Oh my God, my forehead looks so big. I look like the little boy from Meet the Robinsons or Chicken Little. That didn't help. You know, they say everybody looks better with a middle part. I'm gonna have to kindly disagree. So it is 1 p.m. and I am vlogging for the first time today. I think it's 1. Shit, what time is it? 12:49. Just call me a fucking liar that lies. I haven't vlogged today. First of all, completely forgot last night until I got a text message reminder, which bless the fucking faces off of whoever thought of that shit. I got a text reminder that Dee had an appointment at 8 o'clock this morning for therapy. And, went to bed and ended up waking up at 5 and then becoming incredibly paranoid that I wasn't going to wake up on time. So I couldn't fall back to sleep. I think Epps and I were up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to drag ass there. It ended up lasting a lot longer than we thought it was going to. I thought it was a half-hour session. It ended up being an hour session. So then I had to stand in line and get an excuse for school because he was a couple minutes late. And his blood sugar started to drop because he had to have his breakfast a little earlier than usual. And so I took him through a drive-through and I got him something. And while we were there, I rolled down the window and there was a guy using a leaf blower in the drive-through. And I swear to God, my lungs caught fire. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. I'm sorry that I'm sitting here talking to you very seriously while looking at this. I love how just... my bald spot. She's looking exceptionally bald. Anyways, my lungs basically caught fire. And then I took Dee to school. And we sat in the parking lot and we ate. And then I came home and I tried to nap for many hours. And couldn't. But I did start my period. So we're really excited about that. Yeah, finally. I literally looked at Epps last night and I was like, if I don't, like... April is over on Wednesday. If I don't get a period, I will have officially skipped an entire month. But I did last minute. That bitch came pulling through. I feel like I'm moving like a sloth. And I feel like it's a combination of like, I started my period and also like, when my lungs hurt, it makes my whole body just like not want to do it. You know what I mean? My pulmonary doctor was like, you should wear a mask when you go outside to protect your lungs. And I was like, I really don't want to because lipstick and makeup and it gets hot and everything like that. I do wear a mask if I don't feel well. I do. But I'm like, all the time, like every time I leave my house and then things like that happen. And I'm like, oh, that's why. This is like a no amount of caffeine kind of day. I wanted to go to Dollar General and get Dee some of those sugar-free wafer cookies that we found him. And I couldn't do it. I had to come home. I'm kind of hoping that Epps will pick some up on his way home because he's at the gym right now. I can't breathe. I'm like, I'm struggling to talk. I also want to go to Goodwill, but I'm like, that would require me to have to leave the house. Which I did yesterday for like 3 hours, okay? I got my socializing out. I'm fucking solid for 6 months. I'm so good. I don't know, it was fun. I got to spend time with my sister and the kids got to play with their cousins and yeah, my grandpa bought an emu because he could. He bought an emu because he could. I will never understand wealthy people, but how can you understand something you've never experienced? It's just kind of like whatever. I really just want to put a set of nails on. I really just want to put a set of nails on, but like, guys, I know this isn't going to help me in the autism allegations department, but every time I say that I'm scared, every time I'm like, I'm scared, this is what I think of.
There's nothing to wear. Did you guys hear that? I'm scared. I don't know what was that, guys, and I didn't do that. I'm scared.
I have a reference for everything. Also, my niece's birthday party was Dolly Parton themed. Like, fucking like everything was Dolly Parton. There was a giant balloon with Dolly Parton's face on it. And I thought it was so cute. You know, I really did. And my sister said it was because it was the cutest thing they had at Walmart. I thought she did it on purpose. Everybody loves Dolly Parton. If you don't like her music, you like her as a person. I just thought that's what it was. Plus, I come from a pack of rednecks. I just thought that's what it was. Apparently, no. It was just the cutest thing they had available at Walmart. Oh, what? You don't like pink camo? Look, baby, you can see the fuzzies on this. That came off of my fucking face. That was applauding you. I think you should save it and make a voodoo doll. You know they have voodoo dolls in Sims 4?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting here and all of a sudden you just start going like this.
Ew!
And you don't realize that I've got a voodoo doll and I'm just playing with it like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Frolicking with it.
Yeah.
I cut my chin shaving. Ew! That was gross. I think I put these too close to my eyes because it's like hard to close them. Yo, this shit is burning and I kind of have like full confidence it's not supposed to. It's definitely expired, but it was sealed. Should I take them off? Should I take them off? Is it supposed to burn? I don't know. Oh God, they're drying. Should I just leave it alone? What do I do? Oh my God, I'm just gonna take it off. Is that the pattern of skin under my eye? Me when I'm organic matter and I rot. Was it supposed to burn? What the fuck? Epps is at Tim Hortons getting coffee and a donut and we're gonna take a walk. I don't know if we're gonna take a walk now or if we're going to wait for the kids to get home and take a walk, because we do want to take a walk with the boy. Listen, I have to talk to you guys about something that is severely bothering me. So I talked to a couple people about, like, why the fuck would the nurse at my gynecologist's office take notes of my tattoos in, like, the report. And somebody told me that they asked their gynecologist the same thing, like they had the same thing happen to them. And apparently it's in case something happens to you, it makes you easier to identify. And I was like, well, that's fucking dark. If it's true, if that's why she did it, that's kind of dark. Anyways, something else that was in my notes that, like, really bothered me and, like, kind of drives the point home to me that this nurse was, like, she just didn't like me. I have been told since I was a teenager, quite literally, since I was a teenager. I went to the gynecologist for the first time when I was 15 and then was told at like 16 or 17 that I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, never mind the fact that I have really thin hair. Never mind the fact that I have facial hair. Never mind the fact that I have a happy trail that's bigger than my husband's. Never mind the fact that I have polycyst and they see them every time that I get, like, scans. They see them every time they look at my liver. Anytime that I've had an ultrasound, they're like, oh, you have cysts all over your ovaries. Tiny, tiny little polycysts. Never mind the fact that I've never had a fucking regular period and that I have a belly that I can't get rid of and I struggle a lot to lose weight. I had repeat miscarriages before I got pregnant with the boys. And they figured out that it was my hormones were just completely fucked. And they put me on synthetic progesterone for, like, the majority of my pregnancy with both of the boys, because otherwise my body would, like, literally not stay pregnant. Anyways, I've just always been told that I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, that I'm pretty, like, textbook PCOS. And in my notes from my gynecologist office, it says very passive aggressively, I think the tone is very passive aggressive. Believes she has polycystic ovarian syndrome despite any proof. Because I've never seen an endocrinologist. I didn't know that you needed an endocrinologist for something like that. But I have been told by every gynecologist and every OB that I have ever had that I have it. So why would I go to an endocrinologist? I wouldn't think to go to a doctor that I associate with diabetes for PCOS, you know? I had always thought just seeing my gynecologist was the right thing to do. I just thought that was super fucking like passive aggressive. Believes she has polycystic ovarian syndrome despite no proof. First of all, like, I feel like if I would have said that to any of my gynecologists in the past, or my obstetrician in the past, that I thought I needed to see an endocrinologist for polycystic ovarian syndrome, they probably would have looked at me like I was nuts. Like, we don't need a specialist to confirm this. We see your polycyst in your scan, and you have textbook hormone issues and physical issues, like, that I can see that says it's PCOS. So now I'm like, am I fucking crazy? Like, was that just her being passive aggressive? Like, was there any need for that? I don't know. That's actually bothering me more than the whole tattoo thing. You guys probably don't know this, but I do have a quite sacrilege tattoo on my back. So that's always fun. Listen, I do things because I'm not going to not do something because I'm going to be in a medical setting every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, I get real anxious before a scooty exam because my scoots are tattooed and pierced, and I feel a little shy about it. But I know logically it's not the only pair of tattooed and pierced scooties he's ever seen. And I'm not going to do those types of things just because every once in a while a doctor is going to have the displeasure of having to look upon me. You know? I don't know. I just thought it was really passive aggressive. I really did. And I don't know anybody that had to go see an endocrinologist to get a PCOS diagnosis. But maybe that's just me. I'm only one person in a world full of billions. But also, like, I struggle with understanding the tone behind text. You know what I mean? I struggle with, like understanding the tone behind a text. Sometimes I can't tell, like, if somebody's mad at me or if they're joking. And by sometimes, I mean, like, most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, I'll read something and I'm like, what do they mean by that? Like, maybe that's just supposed to be the way that she words it. I just think she could have left out the whole despite no proof thing. But I do struggle a lot with, like, being able to tell the tone behind a text message. Like, are you bullying me? Are you mad at me? They send me a smiley face. Is it sarcasm? I don't know. Also, I still haven't heard back about that test where I had to put the thing on my finger. I know they got their hands on the results Thursday. It's now Monday afternoon. I would love to know, does this mean that I passed? I didn't fucking pass. I just want to know how bad it was. I've been brushing Winnie's hair for like the past 15 minutes, and I think she's mad at me because I stopped. I had it so pretty and silky, and then she moved, and it got like this again. I don't understand it. Girl, same, but usually only when I wear a wig. Are you really mad at me for stopping brushing your hair? Are you mad at me over that? Well, I'm just going to tell you, I think that's a really goofy reason to be mad at your mom. Look at my old lady. Look at, oh, baby. What the fuck? Oh, I'm glad that I looked before we left the house. So I'm going to go, God, I can't stand it. I'm going to go ahead and end my vlog because we were going to take the boys for a walk as soon as they got off the bus and vlog it. Even though it was going to mean, you know, a little bit of a late upload for members. But Dee's blood sugar started crashing like 3/4 of the way home. It got to like 93. So they just got home. So we need to wait for it to come up a little bit. And also I am really nervous to walk outside in the muggy weather because it is over 80 degrees and kind of damp out. With my lungs, that is scaring me a little bit. But I at least want to try, and if I don't feel well, or worse, because I already don't feel well, I'm just going to turn around and go home. But I'm going to at least try. I need to go outside. I need to get some sunshine. I need to get some vitamin D. I need to move. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog so that I can start a new one when we go on a walk, and it can be uploading while I'm waiting for his blood sugar to come up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.